released court documents in the case against the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students paint a picture of what evidence the prosecution wants and can use in trial. At a hearing last week, attorneys in the Brian Kohberger case argued several motions surrounding evidence and testimony. Madeline Mullins is live in studio to explain what the evidence is and why the defense didn't want the jury to see it.
Did the surviving roommate see an intruder in her house with bushy eyebrows that night? Does the jury believe Brian Kohberger has bushy eyebrows? Is this relevant to the case? These are all things that the judge was asked to consider when ruling on whether the testimony from the sole witness of this case was allowed on trial. She only saw him for a few seconds. She says that night was fuzzy. She says she was tired and drunk. These are all reasons why the defense says the testimony from the surviving roommate should not be allowed in trial. The state arguing that because of that, because she is the surviving roommate and the sole witness, this testimony is relevant to the case. The judge agreeing, saying that her account of what she saw and the physical characteristics of the intruder were remarkably consistent throughout all 5 interviews and her grand jury testimony, and that her testimony about bushy eyebrows is highly relevant in this case. This was not the only testimony that the judge considered. The defense also filed a motion asking that the state not refer to the white sedan that was seen on surveillance cameras near the crime scene as the suspect vehicle. The defense arguing that the state does not know for sure that Kohberger's car was the car seen on that surveillance footage. The state saying that in trial, it plans to have expert testimony to prove that the car at the scene was in fact Brian Kohberger's car. The judge ruling that the testimony can take place. The judge ruled on motions regarding what language can be used during testimony about DNA evidence and is considering a motion about whether or not Kohberger's family will be allowed in the courtroom. And more information about these rulings can be found on our website at kxly.com. In studio, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.